Hey, Lauren, I'm so excited. We are all so excited to be ready for the amazing race that starts tonight on WKBN. And we have a special reason to be excited and watch this season. Local product, Jessica Shields from Youngstown, who I'm happy to be with right now, is a contestant on the show. And Jessica, so for people who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you were before this, and now that you're back in Youngstown, what you're doing now.
I have been a police officer with the Youngstown Police Department for almost 5 years. I've been on the K-9 unit for 3 years, and I live in Youngstown, love Youngstown.
Yes.
And I played basketball before that at Kent State University. And I like to lift weights.
What was it about? Yeah, we can tell that, Jessica. I don't know if we can see any of the video rolling either behind us or on the screen. Yeah, you could crush me with one hand, I think. But let's, let's talk about the amazing race, right? It takes you all over the world. Would you say before this, was it traveling or going international something you've done a lot of before, or is this a new experience for you?
No, I've never traveled before, so
Okay.
this was a brand new experience, and that's why it was one of my goals, because you get to travel the world and see a million different countries.
Right. Right, and it all gets started tonight with the premiere at 10 o'clock on WKBN, and we'll be following along and finding out where you get to go and the cool things you get to do. And it was a little bit of a twist to this year's Amazing Race. Tell us a little bit about that if you can.
It's the first season where they ever paired people with strangers.
Okay.
So you meet at the starting line and you get your partner there.
Wow, and you had no idea going into it if you were going to be with a man or a woman, who they were going to be?
No idea.
Wow. Well, what was it about the Amazing Race or that type of show that you really wanted to make sure you auditioned and sent your stuff in to be on the show?
I've been a huge fan of The Amazing Race and Survivor since I was young. My grandma and I have always watched it together, and she calls me her star. So I told her, literally since I was like 12, I was like, I'm going to be your star, and I'm going to make it on both of those shows. And so I'm proud that she finally gets to see me make it.
Was there anything that you maybe weren't prepared for or thought, this is a lot different than I thought it was going to be going through this experience? I mean, you said you're obviously physically strong. Were you mentally strong enough to go through this?
Mentally is where I think I didn't prepare enough. The lack of food, the lack of
Okay.
sleep, different cultures, different languages,
Sure.
getting to know someone else like under a stressful situation like that and be able to work well with them. But I adapted and I had a great time. It was a once in a lifetime
Yeah.
experience, and I'm very thankful I got to go.
And now that the show wrapped, we all get to sit and watch together. You get to watch with your friends and family too. What about the people you went through the experience with? Do you still talk to anybody from the show, or are you still keep in contact? Are you planning to keep up with them as the show airs
Yes,
as well?
we actually have a group me message, so we
Okay.
all talk to each other, and we're going to watch episode 2 in Dallas next week together.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very interesting. Very cool. What was it like getting back to work, though, at YPD? You're a K-9 officer, and your dog Hector, you had to leave him while you went away for the show. What was it like getting back to the department, back with Hector, and getting back to work?
It was awesome going back to work. The guys at the police department are my brothers,
Yeah.
and I love them, and they love me. And Hector was very happy to see me after our first encounter. He was a little bit angry, but after about 10, 15
Right.
minutes, he warmed up to me, and he's happy I'm home.
Oh, we're happy you're here too, and we're so excited to get to watch this and watch you go through this experience. And I guess you're going to be coming back and hanging out with us as the show is going on, and kind of keeping us up to date. Maybe we'll see what kind of details we can get into. Maybe dish a little bit about the other people on the show and how everything's been going on. So we'll be joined with Jessica here every Thursday morning on First News This Morning, talking about the upcoming show that night. And if you want to watch the premiere tonight, maybe with Jessica and some of her friends and family, you can do that. We'll head back to Lauren upstairs. She'll tell you all about that.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, this is great. If you want to watch Jessica on The Amazing Race, there is a watch party tonight. It's at O'Donnell's in downtown Youngstown. The party starts at 9 o'clock. The show starts at 10 right here on WKBN 27. First News will be at the watch party too. Be sure to join us again tomorrow on First News This Morning for a wrap-up of all that excitement. And Rich is tracking some rain for your day. Might be a good time to get inside and watch the show with us.